What is good, YouTube? What can I say, guys? We're grinding. We're grinding. We're doing Eminem Fuel, and this has JID. Now, I know JID, Mr. JID. He signed with J. Cole, which I know is an offshoot. I think it's Destiny Records, but it's an offshoot of Interscope Records. But he signed with J. Cole in like 2017. And if you don't know anything about him, he formed a couple of groups early on. Spillage Village was one of them. Earth Gang was another one. Zoink Gang was another one. And what I know about him, and those who have listened to him, because he has some killer hits, his wordplay is crazy. His wordplay is crazy. And so I know that he's featured on this one with Eminem. And the song is called Fuel. Let's just jump into it. But before we do that, can you guys do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right there? We are on the road to 10K. And man, would it be a blessing to wake up in the morning and see 10K. I'm about 4,000, about 4,300 shy of that. It would be cool. But I have a feeling I'm going to be spitting bars, or spitting out bars, be breaking bars that they're spitting on this one. So let's just jump into it. And if there's bars, this may have a lot of pauses, so just be forewarned. But let's get into this. I can't wait. Oh.
Smoking trees, I'm riding around. Come to
Hold
my
on.
smoking.
Hold on, I wasn't ready, bro. You don't even give me a second to like. There's no intro. It's just smoking trees right off the bat. Okay, here we go. Let's do this.
Smoking trees, I'm riding around. Come to my side of town. Lately it's been going down.
All of my niggas gon' ride with it in the pocket to rock it like Kelly Mom. Mama told me the power was in the tongue, but it probably ain't powerful as a gun.
Okay, dude, he's already spitting out a bar. So he says, all of my G's, we're gonna call them G's, all of my N's, gonna ride with it. Ride what? In the pocket. In the pocket of what? The Rocket Like Kelly Mom. So, Rocket Kelly was a 1944 comic book about a fighter pilot who, real life name was Patrick Kelly in World War II. Now, Patrick Kelly was from Brooklyn, and the story of Rocket Kelly, because it's a comic book, is he was transported into the future to fight freedom, and that's what he did. But I find it interesting because he's like, we're riding on a rocket. And what's a rocket take to ride on? It's fuel. The song is called Fuel. So there's your bar there. And then he said, then he spits the mom bar. Mom told me about power, because power in a rocket was, but the power's in the tongue. But it's probably not as powerful as a gun, which is true. But the tongue has power. Nations are destroyed and built by a tongue. Every war started with the tongue. Every war started with the tongue. Someone says something and it escalates. So, yeah, fire. Let's just start this whole thing over.
Smoking trees, I'm riding around. Come to my side of town. Lately
Fire.
it's been going down.
All of my niggas gon' ride with it in the pocket to rock it like Kelly Mom. Mama told me the power was in the tongue, but it probably ain't powerful as a gun. All of you little cowards get devoured. I'm giving out flowers to anyone. I ain't been out the house in a minute, cause I ain't with it if the money is miniature. I've been minding.
Whoa. Miniature. I'm not coming out if it's just for little guys, for little money. I'm not doing it. I've been hanging out in the house, just playing low key. Haven't been hanging out with anybody. Dude, he's
flowers to anyone. I ain't been out the house in a minute, cause I ain't with it if the money is miniature. I've been minding my business, I'm business minded. I've been spending some time with the minister, cause them niggas spinning shit and still sinning in the city of God and the sinister. Try to pray.
See, this is what he does. He does wordplay, right? I've been minding my business. I'm business minding. And that's a double, right? Obviously, because I'm minding my own business. I'm doing my own thing. But what I'm minding is business. I'm business minding. Fire. What else did he say? He said, I've been spending some time with the minister. And in the city of God, and it's sinister. So another incredible
time with the minister, cause them niggas spinning shit and still sinning in the city of God and the sinister. Try to pray and repent in a synagogue or a mosque, a temple, a church. Them brown skin cinnamon niggas hurting and murders a common courtesy for certainly. RPP on the shirt, search, lurk, murk, squirt, dirt first. My nigga doing 4+8.
Oh, no. Don't speed it up yet, dude. Don't speed it up, man. Dude, the scheme he's doing there, he's doing the whole religious scheme there. You know, I met with a minister, the city of God, pray, repent, synagogue, mosque, temple, church. You know, that whole thing there. He's been talking about that. And then he mentions the show RIPD, which is, you know, a nice series. And then now he's gonna go into this double time. And I'm gonna have to break this down. Oh, here we go.
Monster temple of church, them brown skin cinnamon niggas hurting and murders a common courtesy for certainly. RPB on the shirt, search, lurk, murk, squirt, dirt first. My nigga doing 4+8 without a court date. Talked the other day, he say he doing okay. He good, he gaining weight, and got a sharp shake he made. He say they play, they gotta partake. Homie got a heart full of hate and a face full of war paint. Eyes all red, full of rage, and it's hard to escape from a dark place. East side niggas from the A niggas, all ages. Trying to say,
Oh, dude, this cadence is so good. And the beat is so good. And he's just talking about one.
Got a sharp shake he made. He say they play, they gotta partake. Homie got a heart full of hate and a face full of war paint. Eyes all red, full of rage, and it's hard to escape from a dark place. East side niggas from the A niggas, all ages. Trying to sell a pound of the dog cage. All the OGs round town was all age.
Trying to sell a pound, talking about drugs, of the dog cage, but a dog pound, dog cage. Bar there.
Side niggas from the A niggas, all ages. Trying to sell a pound of the dog cage. All the OGs round town was all age. Danger, sex, and drugs, X and all rated.
Danger, sex, and drugs should be outrageous.
But don't get this shit fucked up, my boy, you lucked up once, nigga, double up. I dribble and pass it to the cup and triple double it, get to the basket, get the cash and cuddle up, cover up, bundle up, batter up.
Dude, so he's doing a basketball scheme and then he's doing a baseball scheme. He says, this stuff's outrageous, you know? It's messed up, but my boy got locked up and then doubled up. So he's doubled up, but also like double dribble, doubled up, or double teamed. Doubled up, so there's a scheme there. And then he says, I dribble it pass, so basketball scheme, to the cup to triple double, doing a triple double. It gets to the basket, so that's that whole scheme there, right? Get to the basket. And then he says, get the cash, cuddle up. And then he says, cover up, bundle up, batter up. So, you know, I'm going to bat her up, but I'm also batter up. And then you hear the smack on the audio. Sick.
Sex and drugs should be outrageous.
But don't get this shit fucked up, my boy, you lucked up once, nigga, doubled up. I dribble and pass it to the cup and triple double it, get to the basket, get the cash and cuddle up, cover up, bundle up, batter up. Talk a lot of smack and I can back it up. Shout it, wanna shack it up. I can put a puss on the platter like a platypus, nappy head, nigga, hair.
Oh, dude, listen, wordplay. This is what he says. Listen to what he says. The guy put a P on the platter, and what do you call a platter on a P? A platypus. A platypus, which is an animal, like a water animal, platypus, but it's also platter plate. His wordplay's sick. I told you this. He's incredible.
Get to the basket, get the cash and cuddle up, cover up, bundle up, batter up. Talk a lot of smack and I can back it up. Shout it, wanna shack it up.
Shawty wanna shack it up. Again, a bar there.
I can put a puss on the platter like a platypus, nappy head, nigga, hair, natted up. I said, Barbara, nigga, tatted up. I won't argue.
He's doing the hair scheme now. And he says, nappy hair, natted up. I said, Barbara, tatted, you know. So again, another wordplay.
Puss on the platter like a platypus, nappy head, nigga, hair, natted up. I said, Barbara, nigga, tatted up. I won't argue, nigga, mad at fuck, cause they ain't compatible. I'm finna catapult, but niggas know it's going.
I ain't gonna, what do you say? Cause I ain't compatible, compatible. I'm finna catapult, combat catapult. Another bar there.
Argue, nigga, mad at fuck, cause they ain't compatible. I'm finna catapult, but niggas know it's going.
Run out of fuel. I won't. What the fuck y'all gonna do?
I actually like this hook.
Run out of fuel. Run out of fuel. Let's get the fuck.
For a couple decades, been letting this text ray from that day that I met Dre. So you liable to catch strays from the second you press play. I suggest they do not test like an essay. Cause like wearing my homies out west day, we can just say I'm like an RAPER. Got so many essays. Wait, he didn't.
I got so many essays. Let's break this down. So he says, for the last couple of decades, I've been spraying out bullets, spitting out bullets ever since I met Dr. Dre. from the second you press play. He says this. He says, I suggest he says, do not test like an essay. Don't test me, but test like an essay, like a test essay. And then he says, because when my homies out west, homies, essay homies, he says, I'm like, what can I say? I'm like a rapper. I'm like a R-A-P. He's saying rapper, but it's, when you remove the P, it's also R-A-P-E-R. And then he says, got so many essays, which would go to like an essay, like my essay, my test, but S-A, the letter S-A, sexual assault. And then he misspelled rapper. He left the P out of it.
Just say, I'm like an R-A-P-E-R. Got so many essays. Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he? Yep, R.P. rest in peace. Biggie and Pac, both of y'all should be living. Yep, but I ain't trying to beef with him, cause he might put a hit on me like KVD. Get him. That's the only way.
What the? He's doing a whole kill shot thing here. He's calling out Diddy again. Listen to what he says here. He says, wait, didn't I just spell the word rapper and leave out the P? Diddy? P Diddy? P Diddy? He didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out the P, did he? So he's asking a question, but P Diddy? And then he says, rest in peace, or IAP, rest in peace, Biggie, shout out to Biggie, Pac, shout out to Pac. Both of y'all should be living. And then he says this, because I ain't trying to start beef with him. With who? P Diddy. Because he might put a hit on me like Kiffy D did him. What the? Oh, he wants to smoke. Oh, P Diddy's not having a good year. He's not having a good year. Listen to this. This is fire.
Do not test like an essay. Cause like where my homies out west day, we can just say I'm like an R-A-P-E-R. Got so many essays. Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he? Yep, R.P. rest in peace. Biggie and Pac, both of y'all should be living. Yep, but I ain't trying to beef with him, cause he might put a hit on me like KVD. Get him. That's the only way you're gonna be killing me. Ain't gonna be on no beat, silly. I beat the beat, silly, on the grind like teeth gritting. Call me OP City. You think it's overweight?
The bars! Dude, how does he do this? How does he do this? He says, the only way you're going to be killing me, again, he's not going to kill me, would be putting a hit on me, okay? And then he says, the only way you're going to be killing me ain't going to be on a beat, silly. So you're not going to get a hit, is what he's saying. You're not going to hit the beat. You're not going to get a hit on the beat. He says, I beat the beat, silly. And the grind on the teeth, grinding your teeth, or grind on the teeth, gritting, call me obesity or a beat.
Cause he might put a hit on me like KVD. Get him. That's the only way you're gonna be killing me. Ain't gonna be on no beat, silly. I beat the beat, silly, on the grind like teeth gritting. Call me OP City. You think it's overweight? It's just beat.
Call me obese city. Instead of obesity, you say obese.
Getting this me and it ain't gonna be pretty. Used to be 8 tall and I grew a little each day till I beat.
Hold on.
He might put a hit on me like KVD. Get him. That's the only way you're gonna be killing me. Ain't gonna be on no beat, silly. I beat the beat, silly, on the grind like teeth gritting. Call me OP City. You think it's overweight? It's just me getting this me and it ain't gonna be pretty.
You think? What do you say? You think it's over? You think it's over? That's a question mark. And then he says, wait, it's just beginning. You think it's overweight, but overweight after you just said obesity?
Gritting, call me OP City. You think it's overweight? It's just me getting this me and it ain't gonna be pretty. Used to be 8 tall and I grew a little each day till I became God like James Todd. Now your arms are too short to be K-Bra and D-Day small like DJ Paul. My new Benz better.
Dude, I love him. I love him so much. Oh. He says, diss me and it ain't gonna be pretty. Used to be tall and I grew up each day until I became God, rap God, right? Like James Todd, you know. And if you know who James Todd is, you know who that is. Now your arms are too short to beat K-Rod. What the? And then he said, indeed, they're small like DJ Paul. Shout out.
This me and it ain't.
We're gonna leave him out of this
Gonna
one.
be pretty. Used to be 8 tall, and I grew a little each day till I became God like James Todd. Now your arms are too short to be K-Bra, and he day small like DJ Paul. My new Benz better than your truck by far. Suck my balls. You either smoke crack or you play stickball in the street, cause you must be on base if you're thinking you could touch my car. But if the whole world was
Another baseball scheme here. You either smoke the crack the bat, you know, and you're playing stickball, baseball, right, in the streets. Because if you must be on base, again, that's a triple. On baseball, on base for the beat, on base smoking the crack, you know, through a base pipe. If you think you must be on base if you think you can touch my car.
Used to be 8 tall, and I grew a little each day till I became God like James Todd. Now your arms are too short to be K-Bra, and he day small like DJ Paul. My new Benz better than your truck by far. Suck my balls. You either smoke crack or you're playing
And the whole suck my balls going to the baseball scheme.
small like DJ Paul. My new Benz better than your truck by far. Suck my balls. You either smoke crack or you're playing stickball in the street, cause you must be on base if you're thinking you could touch my car. But if the whole
And again, he says your my new van's better than your truck. Then he talks about playing on the street, and then he says don't touch my car. So he's doing a double scheme in this scheme. He's doing actually a triple scheme. He's doing a baseball scheme, a car scheme, and a drug scheme, all at the same time talking about this story.
balls. You either smoke crack or you play
Fire.
stickball in the street, cause you must be on base if you think you can touch my car. But if the whole world was out to get you, it'd turn you to a powder keg too. Cal Rittenhouse spitting rounds to take shoots like, and that ain't no sound effect. Neither was that 6 hour let's loose. I don't condone gun violence at schools, but I can't get these voices out my head. They're putting words in my mouth like alphabet soup. Not the most content on the continent.
Oh, M, you're killing me, M. Oh, I gotta kick this back.
The whole world was out to get you. It'd turn you to a powder keg too. Cal Rittenhouse spitting rounds to take shoots like, and that ain't no sound effect. Neither was that 6 hour let's loose. I don't condone gun violence at schools, but I can't get these voices out my head. They're putting words in my mouth like alphabet soup. Not the most content.
He's talking about schools, but he says they're putting words in my mouth like alphabets. You know, where do you learn the alphabet? You learn it at school.
Violence at schools, but I can't get these voices out my head. They're putting words in my mouth like alphabet soup. Not the most content on the continent, and constant compliments give me confidence. I'm across the common sense and incompetence. I'm cognizant that conflicts are consequence of accomplishments accomplished through competition. I've conquered and conked him into unconsciousness. No conscience, I conjure this King Kong and just call me kamikaze. I'm concocting this. But nobody's.
Shout out to Kamikaze, by the way. Did you hear that flow? Did you hear that cadence? The way he's doing that. Listen to this. Listen.
Got the most content on the continent, and constant compliments give me.
I got the most content on the continent. So he's doing a double there, but he's talking about I've got the most content on the content, on top of continent, but also the map, continent. I have the most content on the continent, on the globe, on the planet. But then listen to how he switches his flow here.
Head there, putting words in my mouth like alphabet soup. Got the most content on the continent, and constant compliments give me confidence. Across the common sense and incompetence. I'm cognizant that conflicts are consequence of accomplishments accomplished through
Another bar. Common sense and sorry.
I'm across the common sense and incompetence. I'm cognizant that conflicts are consequence.
Incognizant, common sense, incompetence. All of these are like just he's spinning.
Constant compliments give me confidence. Across the common sense and incompetence. I'm cognizant that conflicts are consequence of accomplishments accomplished through competition. I've conquered and conked him into unconsciousness. No conscience, I conjure this King Kong and just call me kamikaze. I'm concocting this. But nobody's 16s are touching these.
M, listen to me. You can't ever leave. You can't ever leave the game. You can't leave the game, dude. You spin around so many other artists. Like, you're so far above them. You can't ever leave the game. How do you even think of this stuff? And constant compliments give me confidence. I'm across the common sense. So you're going across the continents, across the common sense, and incompetence, spitting that together, and cognizant and conflicts are consequence, what? Of accomplishment. How do you think of this? That conference through competition. And then he talks about Donkey Kong. If conquered, done, conked. Donkey Kong, done conked, Donkey Konged him into unconsciousness through consciousness. I conjure that King Kong, going to Donkey Kong, King Kong, had just called me kamikaze. Shout out to his album. I'm a gun cocked to this. Again, King Kong.
On the continent, and constant compliments give me confidence. Across the common sense and incompetence, I'm cognizant that conflicts are consequence of accomplishments accomplished through competition. I've conquered and conked him into unconsciousness. No conscious, I conjure this King Kong and just call me kamikaze. I'm concocting this. But nobody 16s are touching these. My fucking index fingers fucking the Nina. Clutching the 9mm, tucking the heat. Got the toaster like an English muffin. No, I mean toaster, like you dreamed of something. But it's in a holster. I proceed to bust it. Fuck around and get popped like a Nina Hutchins. Like a Malik Baldwin. What I mean is fucking you down, who the raw then. Right between the fucking eyes, shoot them all.
Oh, he's doing the gun scheme. And then he calls out Alec Baldwin, who's, rest in peace, the person that he accidentally shot, allegedly accidentally shot. But he says, nobody's 16s are touching. So think about that, okay? These people's index fingers are effing the 9. So this is what they're doing. They're effing, right? Nobody's touching, but they're just effing. They're just pulling the triggers, what he's saying. Okay? Got the toaster like an English muffin. So a toaster, but like a toaster with an English muffin. No, I mean toast to like you drink to something. So it's a triple. I'm toasting you with the gun, but it's a toaster, but I'm also toasting you with a drink. Again, fire. But then he goes back to the gun scheme and he says, he says, but it's in a holster. I proceed to bust it. F around and get popped like Helena Hutchins. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. And then he says, like I'm Alec Baldwin. What I mean is bucking, because it's an old Wild West, bucking you down. And then coup de grace. Oh my goodness, M. How do you think of all this stuff?
Like an English muffin, no, I mean toaster, like you dreamed of something, but it's in a holster. I proceed to bust it, fuck around and get popped like a Lena Hutchins, like a Malik Baldwin. What I mean is fucking you.
And obviously, a toaster pops up as well. Don't want to miss that.
It's in a holster. I proceed to bust it, fuck around and get popped like a Lena Hutchins, like a Malik Baldwin. What I mean is fucking you down, who the raw then, right between the fucking eyes, shoot them all in. If you think you're fucking with me, you're gonna suffer the fucking repercussions. The reapers coming to heed, and I'm the crummy I keep replenishing fuel while the beat I'm punishing.
I won't. What the fuck y'all gonna do? If I don't run out of fuel,
Dude, this is fire.
I heard a.
So he says, I shoot them all. If you think you're messing with me again, I don't cuss. You're going to suffer the repercussions. But then he spins that, the reapers coming, repercussion. But to heathen, I need it. And then he says, I'm replenishing fuel while I beat, I'm punishing. So repercussion, repercussion like a percussion, but also the beat, you beat the percussion, but I'm punishing the beat, but I'm punishing you. Oh, M. You can't ever leave the game, man. You are so clever with your wordplays. And again, there's a reason why Eminem goes last. There's a reason why he goes last. Because I forgot JID, Mr. JID was on the track after this one, because Eminem's he kills it. He kills it. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Help me get to 10,000 as we break down these bars and go through these things. And thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. God bless you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.